Okay, it's the first lesson in your mindful exercise course. It's very important that you take everything only as far as you can. There's a WhatsApp support group for this, which will help you to solve any issues that you may have. Just feel free to follow the links below or above or wherever the hell they are on this app. Okay, thanks very much, guys. So first thing that we're going to do is we're going to check our posture. What I want to do is imagine there's a rope going through the top of my skull. I'm going to pull that rope up. It goes all the way down to my tailbone. So from here, I'm going to here, okay? From this position, I want my shoulders to go back, up, back, and then down. And I want to relax my traps here. And I want to try and relax my jaw. So I'm just going to square up my posture. The rope pulls up as I inhale. My shoulders go up, back, and down as I exhale. Very, very gently, just turning my hands out slightly. Nice, relaxed, easy, balanced posture, everything nice and centered. Once I have my posture, I'm going to start to work my breath. So, as I inhale, I'm going to bring my diaphragm forwards, expanding the front here, and then I'm going to let it collapse, and just kind of sagging a little bit. So now each time I inhale, that rope is going to pull me up, and each time I exhale, I'm just going to sag and completely relax. So I'm breathing in and out. Okay, for this next part, I like to close my eyes for this exercise. So I'm going to inhale and exhale. I really feel myself centralized in my balance, so I'm feeling everything on my central line. The more I feel centered, the more I want to feel in control, the more I want to feel that I'm in control of my own actions, behaviors, etc. The next part of this exercise then is to imagine all of the reasons, or to think through all of the reasons why we can be grateful. So you can breathe, you can see, you can hear, you can walk, you can talk, you can take an online exercise program, okay? You've got people you love in your life, you slept in a bed last night, or hopefully slept somewhere comfortable, that you've had a meal today, etc., etc., etc. There's all these things to be grateful for, so I want you to think through them. Okay, and the last part then, before I open my eyes, is I'm going to focus on doing the next best step. So I'm going to do my very best at the exercise that's in front of me right now, whatever that may be, okay? So that's our little posture, mind, and breath exercise. You can use that to reset and recalibrate yourself. It doesn't always take 3 minutes, but just to set yourself up for the day. Next thing that we're going to do is a body mobilization scan. So what I want to do is I want to systematically check through my body. I'm going to check each joint in the body and make sure that it's working to a full pain-free, safe range of motion. So it's a full pain-free range of motion. So we'll start off with the neck. I'm going to look to my left as far as I possibly can, and then look to my right. If there's pain, don't go that far. So left, right, nice and easy, as far as you comfortably can. Lovely, and then tilt my head to the left and the right. So the body mobilization scan does a few things. One, it lubricates the joints. Two, it wakes them up, wakes up the muscles associated with the joints. So now chin to chest, chin to shoulder, chin to chest, chin to shoulder, rolling my head forwards. Now into my shoulders, I'm going to do arm circles forwards. Nice, big, loose, easy circles. Arm circles back. So I'm scanning all the time. I'm checking like what's the state of these joints, okay? Opening and closing now. So as I open, I go thumbs back, palms up. As I close, I go thumbs down, palms out. Opening and closing. Okay, I'm just going to roll my shoulders. I'm rolling forwards. I'm going to go into the spine now. So I'm going to drive my hips forward, reaching up and back. And then I'm going to sink my upper body forward, reaching to the front, to the middle, to the back. Don't worry how far you go. It's a pain-free, full range of motion. That looks a little bit different for me every day, and it will for you too. We're all different. Just relax, take it easy, go as far as you comfortably can, which is very much the premise for these exercise programs. Now I'm going to tilt to the side, to the left, up as I twist. Good stuff. Then feet together for knee circles. And back the other way. Standing on one foot, I'm going to point my toes down, toes back, foot back. Repeat that 3 times. Roll it one way, roll it the other way, and then switching to the other foot. Toes down, toes back, foot back. Repeat 3 times, roll it one way, and roll it the other way, and just shake it all out. So that is our body mobilization scan. The posture, mind, and breath exercise and body mobilization scan, we're going to repeat those pretty much every single lesson. Okay, next thing I want to do is I want to get my squat form correct. So, squatting is one of the sort of major movements that we're going to look at. I want to get my feet slightly wider than my hips, and they're not in, they're just ever so slightly pointed out. So I'm not Charlie Chaplin style, I'm just here. And all we want to do is keep my chin up, bend my knees, and just let my bum go down as low as we comfortably can. Okay, and that's me at the moment, so I'm going to come all the way back up. Yours might look a bit different, and that's okay. Alright, we're just assessing where you're at, and we can go from there. So again, there is WhatsApp group support for this. So from here, keeping my chin up, finding my posture, sinking my feet, or sinking my hips all the way down nice and low, and then driving back up again. Really easy, one more time. All the way down, and all the way back up. Okay? If you're finding restrictions at the bottom of that movement, then the next time that you're doing it, I don't want you to go quite to the bottom. So I want you to go, let's say I can get my hands together, that's the absolute bottom of my depth, right? I want to go here. So I'm close, but not quite at full extension. So I'm going to go down, pause, and drive up. Keeping the chin up, down, pause, and drive up. A handy little tool that you can use is you can put some sort of seat. So using a chair for starters, okay? Just down and back up, down and back up. Just something that your butt can touch. Then what we can do, I like to use like a pile of books, a stack of books. And as your hip mobility increases, you remove a book from the stack. So it gets lower and lower and lower each time. Okay, so the squat is going to be one of our primary movements that we're going to look at quite a lot as we go through. So from here, one more squat. So chin up, bum goes down, pause at the bottom, drive up. So I'm going to inhale as I sink down, exhale as we come up. Inhale down, exhale up. All right, just shake it out for a second. Okay, everything that we're going to do in Exercise for Health is going to start off really gently. We're going to amp stuff up as we go along. It's very important that this is a mindful program, that you're paying attention to your body, you're not rushing anything, you're not pushing any further than you need to, okay? So this session is going to be real gentle. The rest of them are going to just very gradually increase, okay? And don't worry if you're like, oh, I should have been sweating and dying. Don't mind that crap. This is mindful training. We're going to get your body right first, then we're going to start to load it and amp it up. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to check that I have a safe floor space. So here we have these nice little gym mats, very safe for landing on, drop things on them, etc. There's nothing here, there's no obstacles, there's nothing I can hurt myself on. Now I could if I went here, that could hurt. So once you've done the same thing, and if you need to pause the video to set this up, please do. You want a small patch, about 2 meters by 1 meter, right? You want a clear patch on the floor, not a hard wooden floor. Yoga mat, if you have one, will work great. Whatever you can get, just a sort of a soft enough floor area behind you. You can get a pack of these gym mats like Halfords or somewhere selling for you for like 20-30 quid or something. But you just need 2 meters by 1 meter, big enough for you to fall on and make a bit of space, okay? Once we have that, what we're going to do is we're going to actually check your falling. We're going to help you to fall and help you to get on and off the ground. So first thing is just get yourself down on the floor in any way that you see fit. Okay? From this seated position, what I want you to think about is not crashing, not smashing into the floor. I'm going to roll into the floor. So to do that, if I bring my chin to my chest, there's a lovely arch in my back. Now as I let myself go back, there's no damage to that at all. Okay, so I can just roll myself here, no problem whatsoever. Okay, once you're comfortable with that, we're going to get you into the bottom of your deep squat. So, safe space, right? Very important. Squat down as low as you can, chin to your chest. Now, if you're comfortable, roll straight back from there. If you're not comfortable, get yourself into this seated position first, and then allow yourself to go. Okay? From there, we're going to stand up this time. I'm going to cross my hands in front of my chest. I'm going to squat down really low. Check there's no cat behind you or whatever. Chin to chest, rolling back. Getting ourselves back up. I don't mind how you get back up at the moment. That becomes important later, but not today. Hands to shoulders, chin to chest. Roll it down. Roll it up. So the important thing here is that we're getting on and off the floor without hurting ourselves. The two ways that people really hurt themselves when they fall: one, they let their head impact on the ground. Don't do that. Two, they put their hand out to catch themselves. That either breaks the forearm or the collarbone or damages the shoulder. Don't do that. Okay, hands here. Okay, standing square. Check it safe. Squat down low as you can. Chin to chest, bump to the floor, roll yourself into the ground, getting ourselves back up from there. Okay? Getting on and off the floor is just, it's a vital life skill, guys. Big part of exercise for health. Okay? Next thing we're going to look at, we're going to go on the floor. Okay? So getting ourselves down safely any way that you want to. I'm going to put my shoulders down, my feet flat on the floor so my knees are pointing up. I'm not pressing my head into the floor. Can your head touch the floor? Of course it can from this position, but don't press your head, okay? You're not using your neck muscles here. From here, I'm going to bridge. So I'm going to lift my hips up really, 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 really high and squeeze the glutes there and let it all sag down. Hips up and down. Hips up and down. Lovely. What we're going to do now, that's our bridge exercise. We use that for lots of stuff all the time. We're going to roll the spine. We're going to imagine 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift my tailbone off the floor. Alright? Now I'm going to lift the next vertebra, the next one, the next one, the next one. Rolling it up all the way until I get to this position here. And then rolling it down nice and easy. Okay? One more time. One vertebra at a time. And down. And one more. Rolling it up. And rolling it down. Lovely. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to look at getting up from the floor. So, first thing, bridging from this position and down. Now I'm going to bridge and I'm going to let my weight go on my left foot and my right shoulder so I can lift up my left side. Okay? And I do that again. So flat to the floor, rolling onto the shoulder here. Alright? Same idea. I'm just going to put my elbow on the floor and sit myself up. And I'm going to lift. So now it's the weight is on the left foot and the right arm. Okay? Sitting down again. This time from a seated position. Hand goes on the floor now. Left foot, right hand. Lift, and I'm going to bring this leg underneath me. So rewind, sit down, left foot, right hand, hip up. Now bring this leg all the way underneath me, so I get my knee on the floor. Now I don't need the hand anymore. From here, I'm going to bend this knee. I'm going to bring my weight forward over this leg, and I can bring myself up to standing from there. There is a WhatsApp group. This is a WhatsApp supported course, okay? It's exercise for health. Please, please, please use the WhatsApp group. Ask questions, follow along. Once you finish each session, it's week 1, day 1. Take it from there. Okay, introducing the kettlebell. So, first thing, buying yourself a kettlebell. So these are really lovely. These are sport kettlebells. I get these from D8 Fitness in Dublin. The sport kettlebells are all coated, so yellow is 16 kilos. I have a lovely little array of kettlebells there that I use for various exercises. Points on buying a kettlebell. Do not buy one if it hasn't got a metal handle. Try and if you're going to get them in Aldi or whatever, just make sure there's no burrs, there's nothing, you can grab the thing and it can move around in your hand bands without tearing the skin. No plastic, no rubber, any of that crap is just junk. We don't use that stuff. It doesn't help us at all. For the first little while, you're going to want a broom handle, wooden dowel, just 4-foot stick. Okay, nice piece of wood, and a 1 to 2 meter long rope. Just a little length of rope. I use a jiu-jitsu belt because that's what I have access to. So whatever you have access to is easy. You don't need to spend a whole lot of money on this stuff, guys. Okay. Do buy a half decent kettlebell. In terms of the weight of the bell, what you should be getting is so when you start out, I'm about 80 kilos, so like 10, 12 kilos was lovely for me. If you're smaller, if you're closer to 50 kilo, I'd suggest that you get like an 8 kilo bell. And if you're bigger, if you're 100 kilo plus, I'd say, yeah, go on the 12 kilo side. So somewhere in that 8 to 12 kilo range is about right. What we're going to do on this program is an awful lot of hip hinge. So the hip hinge swing is going to be our primary movement. We're going to base everything out of that. There's other things to the kettlebell, of course there are, but we're going to build you into them. And this is a foundational program. So this is really like Kettlebells 101. You build everything else from there. Don't start with advanced shit and work backwards. Start with a solid foundation, and that's what we're going to aim to give you. Hip hinge movement then, as opposed to the squat. So the squat is a lot of movement around the knee and a bit of movement around the hip. The hip hinge is a lot of movement around the hip and a bit of movement around the knee. So from here, it's bringing my hips back and forward. Very similar to that bridge exercise. It's the same movement, right? Hips go back and forward. Now, I want you to notice one thing. I am not hunching, I'm not bending forwards. Okay, I am leaning. Now notice the difference. Bending, leaning, bending. Are you seeing what I'm saying here? Trying to keep the spine supported all the time. So we're going to protect the spine. Should you bend the spine? Yeah, of course you should. But not when you're doing kettlebell swings in the hip hinge. You want to keep a lovely, straight, solid spine for that. Okay? So first movement that we're going to do, we're going to take our kettlebell. We're going to put it on the floor. We're going to take our rope and we're going to put the rope through the bell. Okay? Now, what I want to see is how far down the rope you can go. Now, some people will have no problem whatsoever reaching the bell. Some people can have issues. I want you to use the rope for the issues, but even if you can do this, keep the rope on there. Anyway, I'm going to keep my chin up. Keep my feet planted either side of the bell. One hand in the rope, okay, and the other hand's just supporting it, keeping it out of the way. Now I'm going to bring my hips back, bending at the hip. Okay, reaching as far down the rope as I can, and then I'm going to secure it. Now, if I feel any bend here, it's no good. I should feel a stretch here. Okay, so from this position, I'm lowering my shoulders by bringing my hips back. I am not dropping my shoulders down. Cannot express that clearly enough. Alright, so holding on to the rope, sliding my hand down as low as I comfortably can, getting a good grip on it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to push the ground away with my feet, drive my hips forwards, and bring my shoulders back and down. So from here, I go to this position here. This position is important. I'm driving this forwards, okay? My kettlebell coach, a gentleman by the name of Dave Hedges, is a fantastic exercise guy. He's a professional, okay? Really good with kettlebells, and what he emphasizes is stick your butt out at the bottom, stick your chest out at the top. So butt out, chest out, butt out, chest out. That's the movement that we're looking for. So one more time with our kettlebell deadlift. Line up the rope. Get your toes, sorry now I should get this a little bit closer. Get my toes in line with the bell handle, roughly, slightly behind. Slide my hand as far down the rope as I can by driving my hips back. And then from here, I'm going to drive my hips forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Forwards and back. And one more time, drive the hips forward. Now really let the shoulders shoulders fall down and back. Okay, now we're going to do this really slowly, really mindfully. All of this is mindful training, okay? My hips go back and I allow the bell to sink to the floor. Okay, hopefully that was clear enough. So that's kettlebell deadlift, rope assisted kettlebell deadlift. When you do this without the rope, some people don't have a lot of flexibility yet in their hip and their back. So what we want to do is we want to actually elevate the bell. And once again, you can use a stack of books. So all you do is you just pick your bell up any old way and you bring your hips back as far as you're comfortable. Now if that's as far as you're comfortable, that's how high the bell should be supported on your stack of books for now. And then every few days you pull a book out. Or as you see progress, rather than setting it to a time, you set it to the progress that you're doing. Okay, dowel swing is the next action. So we're going to take our dowel, we're going to align it to our spine. Now there's going to be 3 points of contact. Point 1 is the top of my head. Point 2 is central in between my shoulder blades, and point 3 is my tailbone. I'm going to secure that in position by holding it. Now you'll notice that there are 3 points of contact. Okay, 1, 2 is here, and 3. The second I break, see now I have 2 points of contact, that's no good. That's the sign that my spine has broken posture. I need to keep that posture. So from here, I'm bringing my hips back and forwards. Hips as far as I can, back and forwards. The second I break that posture, my head comes off or my butt comes off the line. As soon as that happens, reset. So this is my reset position. Standing straight, 3 points of contact. Back, forth, back, forth, back, forth, and back, forth. And relax now. Okay, shake everything out, nice, loose and easy. We're taking it really gentle. Don't worry, this program gets very, I wouldn't say heavy, but like you're going to be, you really are going to do your work on this program. So don't worry if you're taking it easy today. We're trying to set you up with good posture. We're trying to set everything up correctly. Next thing that we can do is we can go in towards the wall, okay? So this is a fairly solid, I don't want to bash into this, it's solid steel. So I'm going to do the same idea now. I'm going to bring my hips back and forward, okay? Hips back and forward. So what do these exercises have in common? Why are we doing these exercises? We're learning to keep our spine supported correctly. I'm not arching my spine when I'm doing kettlebell swings. I don't want my vertebrae to be grinding on each other. I want them to stack properly and support each other properly. I want the musculature to do the work, okay, to really get the muscles to support good posture. All right, so taking our dowel, aligning it to our back, 3 positions, okay, or 3 points of contact, 1, 2, 3, holding nice and tight, hips back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. Now I'm going to add some breath to this. So I'm going to exhale sharply at the bottom and exhale long at the top. So okay, relax. Lose the stick for the moment. We go back to the bell. We get our rope. Put the rope through the bell. Okay. Standing back from the bell a little bit now. Now I'm at a slight angle to you guys. So I might just square up a little bit so that we're seeing everything from this lateral plane here. Okay, so from here, the rope you can see is about a small pace in front of me. I'm going to grip about 8 or 9 inches away from the bell, roughly thereabouts. Let's not measure it too precisely. Okay, so I'm holding on to the rope now. Now my job here, I'm going to pull the bell. I'm going to throw the bell backwards. My forearms are going to be caught on my inside of my thighs here, and then I'm going to drive my hips forwards. That's going to throw my body forward. So the action. Okay, that's going to work all around the core. It's going to give you really nice solid core, solid posture. This is a fantastic exercise, and this is the basis of this program. So you really do need to get this movement to get this program, and once you have this movement, it'll take about a week or so, 1 to 2 weeks, then we're going to start to build in volume and build in intensity, and you're going to really feel the benefits from this. This is a fantastic program. I love this program. Right, so I'm here, grab the bell, chin up, throwing the bell back behind me, and down. Alright? Now if you felt there was an arching of your back or you didn't get your shoulders back at the top, work on that. We do need to make sure you're not here, but you are here at the top. Okay? Stick your chest out, stand proud, alright? Not here, here. Ass out, chest out. Ass out, chest out. Again, grabbing the rope, a few inches away from the bell. Throw it back behind and drive. 3 of them this time. And popping the bell down nice and easy. Very important, there's no kink in the rope. It's not going floppy. I'm keeping it straight line, straight line. Why is that important? Because that shows me that the forces are doing the right thing. You're not trying to use your shoulders to do a swing. Your hips are doing the swing. The arms become like ropes. They're just holding on to the bell. They're not doing the work on this. That's how you injure your shoulder if you make them work on this. So one more time. Okay, grabbing the rope, chin up. Do you see me lock into position there? Look, boom, see that? Hips go back, chin up, throw, catch and drive. And relax, bell down. Lovely. Okay, we're going to get rid of the rope for now. And we're going to take a look at the half get up. So, for this position, I'm going to lay on my back. Go this way around and you get a better view if I go this side. Yes, you will. Okay, so I'm going to lay down on my back here. I'm going to put my shoulder up to the bell. I'm going to insert my hand in the bell handle. Don't move the bell around on the floor, right? Don't pick it up and move it from there. You've got to show the bell respect. Insert my hand, and my other hand is going to come over. It's going to cuddle the bell. So the way I'm laying on my side, now I cuddle the bell back, so it's now sitting on top of my shoulder. Okay? From here, I'm going to use 2 hands to put the bell in this position. Do you have to? No, of course not. But, you know, why bother risking injury? So I'm keeping the bell arm straight. Okay? From there, I'm going to lift that shoulder and drop it down again. Okay? One more time. Lift that shoulder and drop it down. Alright? So let's rewind. 2 hands on the bell. Lower the bell to the shoulder. Lower the bell to the floor, so I'm laying on my side, and relax. Alright, let's get there again. So, shoulder goes to bell, insert the hand, lay on your side, cuddle the bell, bring it onto your shoulder, okay? From here, extend the arm, okay, and roll onto your left shoulder. From your left shoulder, I want you to go up to your left elbow. Rewind onto the shoulder, come up onto the elbow. Okay? From the elbow, we go up to the hand. Down to the elbow, up to the hand, down to the elbow, up to the hand. From the hand, we're going to go onto the hip now. We're going to lift our hips, I should say. So lifting my hip nice and high, and then hip down, and then shoulder down, and then, elbow down, then shoulder, back to the floor, 2 hands on the bell, lower the bell to the floor. Okay, we're going to repeat the entire process. So, shoulder to bell, hand in, other hand over, roll to your side, cuddle the bell, laying down on your back. Position the bell over your shoulder. Okay, the bell is in my right hand, so I go onto my left shoulder, up onto my left elbow, up onto my left hand, lifting my hip, dropping my hip, down onto my elbow, down onto my shoulder, flat onto my back, 2 hands on the bell, lower the bell, rolling onto my side, replacing the bell. Okay, that's her for today, guys. Don't worry, lots more coming.